I don't know how no one is talking about this. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jack Lane. We're kicking things off really well with two big movies. We did the Minions video that's released, and now we're talking about the Odyssey. The Odyssey. Yeah. Let's dive into this one, shall we? So, the Odyssey has released its countdown trailer on July 1st. And it's a highly anticipated, made for $250 million for IMAX. The Odyssey has hit a major roadblock ahead of its July 17th, 2026 release. Following the launch of his final countdown trailer, the footage has quickly become the most disliked promotional video of Nolan's 25-year career, sitting at roughly 255,000 estimated dislikes against 51,000 likes on Universal's main YouTube upload. The trailer has sparked historic backlash. Fans have flooded social media to slam the film's jarring creative choices, primarily targeting the use of natural American accents, historical accuracies, weaponry, and highly modern dialogue. This, normally I'd say, not really an issue. But I think it is. My Minions video, we're talking about box office. And numbers just aren't coming in for those movies that have generated hundreds and hundreds of millions opening weekends. You know, Star Wars didn't really perform at the box office. Supergirl didn't perform at the box office. Minions hasn't performed at the box office. You have Moana releasing next week. And then the week after you have Christopher Nolan. And then the week after that you have Spider-Man. So, what we know is it is important that opening weekend, it's like a strike hot with the iron, needs to have a fantastic opening weekend domestically and then worldwide to even grasp any of that money back. On a $250 million budget, with a $100 million marketing budget, the movie needs to make $700 million, between $700 to $850 million, to make its money back. Nolan's last movie, Oppenheimer, did 900 and I think 63 million. Something like that. It was ridiculous numbers. And it was the first movie he'd done with Universal. So I understand why they were like, oh, yeah, this will work. But people aren't responding to it in a positive manner. And the thing is Nolan's a massive director and there's all this. But if the people who are interacting with the trailers, they're going, I don't like this. You're taking 255,000 people at the moment. You know, I'm not saying no one's going to see this film. What I'm saying is it's very important to look at these numbers. Nolan has never had a disliked trailer proportion like this before. And it's a worrying time with how box office has been over the last 6-7 years because of COVID. I think a lot of people put a lot of hope on this year for box office and cinema. You know, I remember at the beginning of the year, you know, listening to all these YouTubers, kind of upset that I wasn't a part of the conversation a little bit. Kind of, you know, I want to slap myself on the wrist for that. But I had my own issues going on. But I remember everyone going, we have Star Wars, The Odyssey, Spider-Man, Toy Story, Minions, Supergirl. This is going to be a big year. And Star Wars didn't perform. Toy Story, of course, did. Supergirl didn't perform. Minions hasn't performed. I don't think the Odyssey will perform as well as people think they will. I really don't. And I do now start to see, because for a while I said I don't think the A-list Hollywood actor's dead. I don't think the A-list director's dead. But Steven Spielberg, fantastic filmmaker. His new movie, Disclosure Day, hasn't really done anything at the box office either. I think we're in a really bizarre situation with Hollywood now, where if people don't like a trailer, or if people don't like the movie you're trying to tell, they're not going to go see it in cinema. And there's a lot of people who will just wait for the movie to come out on video on demand anyway, because they're going to own it and they're going to see it with as many people as they like. It's very uncertain times, I think, for movies at the moment. But that much of a dislike. I remember a year ago, you know, I reported on the Odyssey, the first look photos and that, and there was interest for it. Casting backlash happened in May, and there's not much interest, it seems, in this film. I'm going to go see it. I'm a die-hard Nolan fan. I love his movies. But I am a little bit worried about what this will do box office-wise. What it will do to Nolan's career. Because remember, people are going, oh, it won't affect it. It really could. Because Nolan's always been big story, big theatrical, IMAX, make it movies for theatres. If this movie doesn't hit in theatres, if it doesn't do the return on investment that Universal want, will Universal back out and quietly give him less money? Now, we have seen this for Universal. Universal budget capped Fast and Furious, Fast Forever, to 200 million. That's as much as you're allowed. They've budget capped once. What's to stop them doing it again? And I think if they were to do it to Nolan, it would be a big, industry shock. I'm not saying they will, but it is a possibility. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video, turn on notifications. But yeah, do you think this movie's going to fail at the box office? Because not many films that were supposed to hit this year have hit. But as always, guys, stay cinematic. See you later.